what happens when it's overwhelming, all that information?
When you receive all the information and it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like what to do with yourself to be prepared to receive all that. Because it's definitely out there, but sometimes it drives you crazy having so much available.
So first you say, Dios mío, and then, right? And then you breathe. Just breathe. So this is the one, this is how you grow bigger to receive. That's one of the ways. You just breathe and reset yourself to a higher frequency. And then you encompass what's about to be said before it's even said, just because you say so. You take a breath, allow the breath to be the breath of expanding your own sphere, quantum physical sphere. And then you include the answer before it even gets given. And that way you're already prepared to hear it. You get me?
Yeah.
So now let's talk about what if there's too much information. Well, the first thing is you breathe and you grow bigger than all the information. One of the things I know for sure, certain people who were born to move crazy, crazy mountains in this world at a level that I don't even understand. One of the capacities that they have is to be able to receive all that information. And what they do is they're actually able to see what needs to be done now, what's asking to be done a week from now, what is asking to be done 10 days from now, a month, and then 3 years from now. And
Wow.
called Mastering the Art of Doing What Presents. In one-on-ones with the people that have signed up for one-on-ones with me, with those people, we're actually looking at assisting them to do that instead of follow their identities and their personality traits. So in other words, instead of trying to prevent the past or trying to be the identity of a nice person or trying, and not that you're not a nice person, if you're actually in cahoots and alignment with your flow in consciousness and in and of itself, if you understand yourself as you're a particle of God, really, then what happens is, as an extension of that source energy, you then have the capacity, my love, to be able to bring through all of the ideas that you've ever had. So you've had problems, and the problems have birthed ideas into the quantum field. And then what happens for visionaries, and you guys, I'll see a show of hands in a second. Visionaries get a ton of ideas. It could be about, it's whatever you're passionate about. So it could be about your child, could be about your donkeys, could be about your painting, could be about your, the who knows, the show you're going to do. It could be about anything. Could be about your own evolution. And you'll get all sorts of ideas, right? And then what happens as a visionary, you feel excitement for the ideas. And whenever you feel that overwhelming excitement, it's because creation, all that is, that which is ineffable, already, that feeling, that overwhelming feeling of, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's because you're joining God, you're joining creation, you're joining all that is. And the feeling is the feeling of the river of creation and you getting closer. That exhilaration and that energy surge of, holy crow, this is like a lot of stuff, right? This is amazing. The problem is human beings who are becoming receive all this information, but then what happens is creation is not in time-space reality. Creation just is. And because there's no time-space reality and you get all these things that are going to take time to bring to fruition, right? They're going to take time to create all these ideas you have. You get me?
Yes.
Then what happens is you bring it into time and it just feels like overwhelming instead of exhilarating. Creation is exhilarated. That's the feeling. The expansiveness is creation. But in human form, we take that exhilaration and we misinterpret it to frustration, to overwhelm, to like too much energy, too much water coming through a really small garden hose, right? It's like you got a fire hose worth of ideas, but you're just a garden hose. So now what happens is you now have to learn to become the person that can capacitate all those ideas.